What's up, everybody? Welcome to Comic Book Club. I'm Alex.
I'm Justin.
I'm Pete.
And before we get into it, Justin, welcome back from
Oh,
the dead.
man. Yeah,
exciting. Well,
Have I got some spoilers about the Black Lantern Corps?
Yeah,
You guys.
dish.
Can't tell. I'm going to kill one of you.
Oh,
Yay.
that's really not a very big
I
spoiler.
know it's not going to be me.
That's true. That's true. He got it right.
Okay.
Oh, shit. I
Who's it
ruined
gonna
it.
be?
I
Who's
ruined
it
it.
going to be?
It might be our cameraman.
Welcome back. Very excited to have you back.
It was
I
a
don't know if
pleasure.
you remember, but we talk about comics. And we're going to be talking about 3 comics today. New Avengers number 50, Blue Beetle number 36, and She-Hulk number 38. It's beginnings and endings time here.
So this is like sequential art?
Yes, it's
Is that the idea?
yes. You've read Scott McCloud's Understanding Comics.
Of course.
Yes.
I'm a...
But before we get into it, we want to talk about Hack Slash number 20, which, I don't know if you guys picked this up. You might have picked up the other cover, which was a big mistake.
Yeah.
Because on this cover, there's a quote, one of the best comic books of 2008. And there's a bunch of people that said that. There's
a bunch of jerks.
A bunch of jerks, and then also Comic Book Club.
We're on the cover of the book! Wow, we nailed it.
Unbelievable. I can unequivocally say that this is one of the best books of 2009.
I think that was your pull quote.
Certainly.
Yeah? You think?
We all said that.
No, I think it was me.
Yeah, I think it was.
Wow.
I think it was me.
It says Comic Book Club, and we are a hive mind in that regard.
No, I'm
Hive
Comic
Mind?
Book Club, and you guys are the guys that I pay to do it. Let's talk about New Avengers.
I wish that were true. I would be happy
Paid
if
us
that
some
were
beer.
true.
Let's talk about New Avengers number 50, which is a little bit of a jam session. A bunch of different artists come in.
Yeah.
Help out Bendis with the team.
They didn't have him write it.
No, they all jammed. They sat around in the jam.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about this issue?
Well, it started off with them right where they left off,
Man, there's
staring,
a lot more people on this couch this week.
staring
it's
at a screen and just kind of sitting
I was
there
reading
staring
comics with
at
a
it.
bunch of other guys last week. It was way different.
I was just surprised how much time they spent staring at the screen.
Yeah, true.
I am actually going to agree with Pete on this. After last issue, 49, it ended with this really cool panel of Ronan putting on his mask and be like, let's go get him, meaning the Dark Avengers. And then, true to Bendis' form, they spent the next 10 pages being like, should we?
I don't know. Maybe. Make this box tinier
How do
around
we-
my head. More boxes. It is, and then it ends. It's not really much of a spoiler because it's very small. The event that ends it, where Clint goes on the news and talks about. It's like, guys, really, Norman Osborn's a jerk.
Come on, guys.
See you later.
Come on, guys.
It's kind of ridiculous. It's like the word, like anti-action.
Exactly.
But-
Which is really unfortunate because I feel like Bendis excels at the action-y issues. I know a lot of people will probably disagree with me, but really go back, read New Avengers Annual number 2, things like that are really fun, big action issues.
Yeah.
That's what those are building up to, and I feel like there's a bunch of individual pages by the artists who are best
Which are
known.
cool, and the art's very
Yeah, I think that's what's important
great.
here, the art. They had a team working together. They did an amazing job of giving you, like, inside each individual character's head and what's going on. And that was fun. And I feel like this issue did a good job of, like, hey, it's number 50. We got superstars drawing this thing. And
it always just seems like these characters are trying to act cool. Like, they all know what's going to happen. They're like, it's a fake-up. It's a fake-up.
It was...
Fake-up. And it's like, okay, just someone being innocent and normal and just trying.
It's we got a letter recently, somebody asking us what is the role of the New Avengers in Dark Reign, and I can honestly say after this issue, I don't know.
Well, plus the next arc is going to be tracking down the new Sorcerer Supreme, and so it's like it's a total left turn. So we don't even.
Well,
would you say pick it up?
Yeah, I definitely would. And I think that there was a real enjoyable moment where you got in everybody's head, and then Wolverine was just like, kill, kill, kill.
Did that make
Awesome.
it happen? Yeah, you really
Absolutely fantastic.
finally got in his head.
Nice. All right, well, let's move on. Talk about Blue Beetle number 36, which is sadly the last issue of the series. We've been big fans of this title. What do you guys think about this issue?
It was great. I thought it was a worthy
Very
send-off for
touching.
the book, even though it wasn't the original writer. It's Matthew Sturgis who took over. It really got to the heart of the book, and it was a really nice kind of epilogue. The last 4 pages were great.
The nice thing, I think, in particular about this issue and what Sturgis did is he didn't shy away from pulling punches.
Yeah.
There's some really sad, heartbreaking stuff that happens in this issue, and I feel like the tendency is to wrap everything up with a nice bow, which this really, it feels that way, but at the same time it doesn't.
And yeah, at the very end, it catapults the character into a new direction, into the DC universe for anyone to take advantage of, which I thought was great. It was just really well done, really smart.
Plus, you got a little bit of the old costume in there. It was a very well done issue.
Little Ted Cord.
It was sad that the guy who started it and did such an amazing job didn't get to finish it, but Sturgis did an amazing job. It's definitely a pickup.
When they first launched this character in Infinite Crisis, when it seemed like it was a very cliched thing to do, and with John Rogers, with Matthew Sturgis, they have completely turned this character around and made it one that hopefully will last for a very long time.
Especially back then, it was like, oh great, a robot Blue Beetle, who cares? And it's just been so well done, so unique.
I think what everybody focused on was the robot part.
Well, it was like, oh, way to take a hero and like add guns and like this is the new version. He's young. And he's
it was like Batman Beyond a little bit.
It's like if they made a junior Wolverine, that'd be so stupid.
Yeah, like a girl Wolverine,
or like a boy that's his son.
Shut up. We all know that's doing really well.
And this issue is great. Definitely pick it up, right?
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, it's sad to see it go.
All right. Last thing we're going to talk about is another last issue, which is She-Hulk number 38, double-sized final issue. What do you guys think about this? How'd this series wrap up?
Dan Slott, you are the man. This was awesome.
Now if that's unrelated, that's true. This is written by Peter David, though.
Oops.
No, you can say that about Dan Slott. He's a friend.
No, he is, but I'm sorry. I got confused on which
spilled my beer. Which, by the way, is Brooklyn Brewery East India Pale Ale.
I'm drinking Yingling, which is from the oldest brewery in America.
I've had way too many Rolling Rocks. Peter David did an amazing job. Hilarious stuff going on. Very funny stuff. Just well done, and plus some great fight stuff. In the beginning, I was like, man, it's a lot of talky. And then it went into the friendship circle at the end, which I thought, but it was still, I laughed out loud at a couple of different moments. Great.
The last page is appropriately ridiculous. It's almost worth picking up just for the last page.
Yeah, I don't know. I've not been on board with this run of She-Hulk. All this, the lawyer stuff, the Jacinda stuff, I just haven't been into it, and so this, I wasn't connected.
I feel like where the Blue Beetle last issue was the sweet side of bittersweet. This was more bitter.
Definitely.
It really felt like Peter David did a really
They're pissed that it's canceled.
Yeah, I think appropriately so.
Yeah.
But it's a great issue. It's hilarious. It's well done.
It is a great, fun issue, but it does smack a little bit of, really, you guys canceled this series? You're pretty stupid.
Yeah, even though
which
the
is
writers.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sets up
She-Hulk off with Dan Slott.
Yeah, wow. Love for Dan Slott.
Well,
I think Dan Slott's just doing a fine job in his books. That's just my opinion.
My review of She-Hulk is Dan Slott is a good
I think the reason I thought it was Dan Slott because of the humor. I thought it was Dan Slott-esque.
I know. I was watching Saturday Night Live and I was like, Dan Slott nailed it again. He's killing that show right now.
Man. Would you say pick up this issue?
Yes.
If you've read the whole series, it's worth it to kind of see some of the things pay off. And
Stop playing with your beer the whole freaking time.
Don't turn your anger over misquoting the writer.
Guys, it's so good to have you.
The whole family's back together again. I'm out of beer.
And we're out of show. If you have a question for us, you can write us at thecomicbookclub@yahoo.com. You can comment below, upload your video responses, check out our blog at popcultureshock.com/cbclub. And
if you're ever in New York City at Tuesday night, we love to see you at the People's Improv Theater 8 o'clock.
You know, and if you can't come to New York, you can check out the audio podcast of it, also on the blog, and it's the whole thing. It's a lot of
whole show. You can go to iTunes Comic Book Club Live.
And subscribe. It's free. It's like getting Time Magazine, but us and free.
It's a lot of Justin talking over people.
Not quite the same journalistic integrity.
Journalistic integrity. What? Name on the cover.
You guys are whores.
Whores?
Yeah.
You're the one that you.
I really thought you just said you guys are a horse.
No, like that was a fun term.
That covers that.